Hello, 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 hello. This is Jacob, otherwise known as JayJax. We're back. Dark Souls. Um, I hear you asking yourself right now, but Jacob, we weren't in Blight Town. We weren't in Lower Blight Town last time you logged off. What happened? Well, to update you know this weapon's pretty cool. This bastard sword's pretty neat. Good sword, scales off strength. But I decided it'd be a good idea to make a little upgrade to a bigger sword. One that hits like a truck. A truck on steroids. So now we have a much bigger sword. And we're going to hit significantly harder. We're going to stick with the bastard sword for the moment until we get enough stamina to wield this thing and not mid-roll. But I do want to show off the farming route that I've been using to get this thing done. So I do have the rusted iron ring on, so I can move quickly through the swamp. And we can actually equip this Vihander right now. Just gone. He gone. It's just spectacular. For this leech. Didn't even stand a chance. And we've kind of just been eating the poison, to be honest. It doesn't really do a ton of damage to us. So I just wanted to show off a little bit of the new weapon that we're going to be using. Yeah, a little damage comparison. It hits like a truck. But for this farming route, we've been doing mostly our pyromancy flame. And I'll show that off as well a little bit. Because, in case you've forgotten, we have been upgrading that. And it is no slouch. Here's a large Titanite shard. Our pyromancy flame is by no means a slouch when it comes to damage. So combustion, it just kind of creates a little fire in front of you. Very, very simple pyromancy, but very effective, as you can see. We have limited number of uses of them, but we shouldn't run out. And even if we do, we actually will. Now that I'm looking at it, we 100% will. But once I do, I'll just switch over to my sword. No muss, and therefore no fuss. Oh, the physics. Threw that leech all the way over there. Oh, we should probably heal a little bit. Yeah, pretty much I've just been chugging Estus as needed. Just because they refresh at bonfires. I haven't really bothered with managing the poison every single time. Oh, we're out of stuff. Let's just use this. And blurp. Large Titanite shard. Perfect. So we had 2 large shards out of this part. And then I just double back. And on my way, there's going to be a few more. Another little cluster right here. But this is pretty much the best way to farm early to mid-game materials, is these leeches. The only bummer is that this whole place is awful. But once you get over that, you're just fine. The whole constant poison thing is a pain, but you get over it. You get over it pretty quick. As soon as you realize that you're not really losing that much health. Alright. Let's rest here. We could probably reinforce the Bastard Sword to +10. Yeah, we could, but we don't need to do that. We're going to save our upgrade materials. Can we level up? We need to level up our endurance. That's going to be our next benchmark, getting our endurance to 30. Because I anticipate that's going to be the cutoff for using... Well, wait a second now. Nope. Still looking for a way to fast roll with this Vihander, and it's not happening right now. So, stick with the Bastard Sword, knowing full well that we have something way cooler to come shortly. So, reason I stayed in Blighttown is just to show you that route I've been using. I ran that, I mean, maybe 15 times. Got a stack of souls and some upgrade materials. So, case in point, I have 31 green Titanite shards, which is the other form of upgrade material that those leeches drop. So we might... So we have Anne Orlando to go to still. That's the next place in the story, or like the main quest, quote unquote. I think we're gonna not do that today. I think we're gonna go to a different area. Just because I think doing this area later would be really underwhelming. So there's an area called the Catacombs that sucks. And the reason it sucks is because there are skeletons that respawn frequently. And if they're under the influence of a necromancer, after you kill them, they just get right back up. Obviously, that situation makes it very difficult for us to progress. So, they can be killed with a holy weapon, or a magic weapon, basically. Divine weapon. And we're going to go make one of those things and murder them with it. Because we have a bunch of green Titanite shards, and that's what you make that with. So, I held on to those because I wanted to kind of explain that whole process. Ow, dicks. We're just going to leave these guys. This is a pain in the ass of a fight. Not that it's particularly difficult, it's just slow. I have to just dodge a billion times and then parry something and get a backstab. And it's not one of those fights that you die at, but it's one of those fights that takes up more time than it's really worth, if you know what I'm saying. So let's go ahead and we're going to head by the blacksmith and make ourselves a weapon that can kill skeletons for good. And that's going to be our next step. Normally in a playthrough, if you're looking to complete the game as quickly as possible, we've already rang both bells of awakening. The door to Anne Orlando is open, but we're not going to take it yet. Like I said, we're going to kind of show off everything. So in that vein, we need to head back to Mr. Andore of Astora. Humble Smith. We're going to rest here just because we don't want to go back down to Blighttown right now. And so if somehow I die, the last thing I want to do is end up back there. Beep, beep, beep. So it's kind of crazy how once all the passages are open up in this area, how quickly you're able to traverse from locale to locale. I mean, obviously it takes a long time to complete all these areas, right? But once you've done it, traversing back and forth, getting to the previous areas you've been to access the important NPCs, Very, very quick process. It's a good time. All right. Andre. Do we have enough stats to use the Claymore? We do. That's what I was going to make our weapon for skeletons with. So you go to modify. No, you don't. You up your reinforce weapon. You gotta reinforce it to 5. Oh, I have no Titanite shards. Oh no. Purchase item. Now I need more souls. This is terrible. I should not have leveled that last time that I did. That's okay. This will do me just fine. Reinforce Schweppen and the Claymore. 3, 4. Oh, I need one more. Dang it, I miscounted. Purchase item. So now we're going to modify into the Divine Claymore. Boop. And now we're gonna reinforce that with green Titanite shards, which we have an abundance of. So we're actually gonna live test some stuff, which is pretty cool. Because if you'll notice, look at the attack rating. It says our weapon 1. That's the attack rating of each of these weapons. And I'm going to show off what I was talking about earlier when I said that 1 damage type turned to 11 is a lot better than split damage, even if that split damage adds up to more total. So we have right now, we have 282 attack rating. And this is just a standard skeleton. Boom. 192. Okay, same weapon, same attack. $189. Despite the fact that now our attack rating is almost 50 higher. We're dealing 50 more damage, but because it's split, we're doing significantly less. And a Divine Claymore plus 5 is the equivalent of a plus 10, basically, because we had to get to plus 5 to make it Divine. And now it's Divine plus 5. So the way the defenses work in this game is you really want to have each weapon lean hard into a single damage type. Because you get some diminishing returns. Or rather, yeah, you get diminishing returns when going up against enemy defense. I don't know if I worded that right, but you get the point. Alright, so we're going to switch to our Divine Claymore. These skeletons are not going to like this. And I am going to kill... So when we do go down there, I'm going to make a point to kill one of them without using the Divine Weapon, and just to show what happens. So these skeletons aren't actually impacted by it. So this is kind of a moot point right here. Also, what's noteworthy is that the Claymore actually has a unique heavy attack amongst greatswords. This is what the fact that greatswords are generally somewhat unwieldy, but the fact that the Claymore has this lunge attack for tight corners generally makes the Claymore people's favorite greatsword. And I do tend to agree. This lunge attack is really, really good. I would say that it's underrated, but it's not. It's everybody's favorite, and it should be, to be quite honest with you. So, now we're going to the catacombs. We're going to pull out our bastard sword. Should be a skeleton up here relatively soon. Here you are. If you notice his eyes are glowing, that's your indicator that he's under the influence of a necromancer. So we killed him. Give him a second. And he's back. And he's going to keep doing that until that necromancer's dead. Unless we use a magic weapon. If you notice, I got souls. His bones scattered. These little skulls are basically just floating bombs. They are the absolute worst. We're going to switch to our Evil Eye Ring again. Try to keep our health up. Yeah, again, if you notice that skeleton drops, doesn't come back. That's kind of the benefit of using this blessed weapon. So while it does do less damage, it has other properties. And there are a lot of situations in this game where certain weapon properties will do that. So if we do a heavy and then a light, then we can take care of them. The heavies, and this is that necromancer right down here that was influencing those skeletons. So now that he is dead, their eyes will... That's a great drop. That is a good drop right there. I'm very happy about that. But now that he is dead, the skeletons under his influence will no longer have glowing eyes and will be killed permanently by any weapon. So we kind of get little checkpoints as this level goes on. It's a pretty cool system. So we're going to... I'm going to go ahead and rest at this one. I didn't necessarily want to because I didn't want to respawn these skeletons up here just because I didn't want to have to fight them again. But it's a small price to pay to have a more favorable respawn. Especially when you have a weapon that's like custom designed to kill them. And you notice their eyes are no longer glowing. That's just because that necromancer is no longer playing a part. So here is the next necromancer, and here are all the skeletons under his employ. So we're going to just bait them out one at a time. Really take advantage of the fact that we have the perfect weapon for this situation. Interesting to backstab a skeleton like that. I wonder if we're actually like hitting him in the spinal column. So see, their eyes are glowing. If we were using our I don't know what killed him just then. He might have interacted with some weird level geometry. That tends to happen. Yeah, something made him take a little bit of damage. That's really funny. So normally how you play this, and see this guy's going to run. Normally the way you play this, it's kind of a mad dash to the necromancer. And then you just try your best to survive the onslaught of skeletons. But when you have this magic weapon, or this divine weapon, you will find this area to be significantly more manageable in just about every metric. Which is good because it kind of gives us the affords us the opportunity to actually explore it a little bit without just running through all of it, because it is a neat level. A lot of people have negative opinions of this level, but it's kind of based on the way the enemies are designed. With the whole, you know, run from necromancer to necromancer shtick. That's the Lucerne. So it's a cool polearm. Polearms in this game are actually very, very powerful. Just particularly good. No real drawback. It's just... The thing about a polearm in this game is if you miss your target that you're swinging at... Ooh, falchion, nice. then you have an additional stagger animation. But if you don't, then you complete the attack, you recover normally, and you just do an absolute boatload of damage relatively quickly and safely. Alright, so we did this. We're going to hang a left up here. Take care of this necromancer. Because that's where he retreats to. Alright. And they're taken care of. So if you recall, yeah, this is where we were. This is where we actually came up right here. So, ouch. Oh, there's the next necromancer already sees me. That's hilarious. So we need to go up and around to get to that point, but I just kind of wanted to show that the areas do in fact connect and they double back. This is the next route. So we need to fix this bridge. You can turn it on its side so that it's not so spiky. These skulls are kind of obnoxious. They're not really difficult to avoid. And they kind of just, you know, slow you down a little bit. Not particularly meaningful enemy encounters, if you ask me. But they're a threat. I mean, they're... So it makes sense that something like that would be there. I just don't... I don't find those enemies particularly appealing in any way. Alright, so let's flip this switch. Rotate this bridge. So you can see right here. We turn that one on its side. So now we can cross. Ow! So a lot of these statues have spikes that jump out of them. You'll notice why I kind of favor the edge over here. But in my haste to get a drink of coffee, I neglected to do that safety strap. Uh-oh, guy. Bad news for you, sir. You are in fact dead. So this is a very different experience than I normally get through this area. It's kind of nice to just take this slow. I'm going to heal up. This is a room with a decent amount of skeletons, so I really don't want a chance dying because I was too stubborn to heal. Or just go in there, Mr. Clean style, mop all of them up. Not a big deal. Yeah, if you heavy attack them, they always fall down. And you can just kill them from there. That's a rule that applies to any weapon, not exclusively divine weapons. The reason that is because in the event that you don't have a divine weapon, if you take it slow and you kill the skeletons over and over and you're using heavy attacks, they can be managed. You can kind of stem the tide of them. Like if you knock one over, or if you knock one out and then make a run for it and just, you know, just keep basically moving forward. You can outrun them as they try to piece back together, and, you know, it is doable, right? But Divine Weapon, this is definitely the way to do it. Alright, so we just got all this. This is a tricky little visual thing. You don't realize that that's just going to drop you down, but it does. And that would almost certainly mean your death. Try rolling. Yep, we need to rotate this bridge, and I assume that's what they mean. Something that's noteworthy is the hidden path right here. This is actually a secret bonfire. Knowing about this and not knowing about this drastically changes your experience of this area. If you know about that hidden bonfire, this area becomes so much more manageable. So we're going to go ahead and give this thing a push. If you played Souls before, you know what I'm looking for here. Dang it. That kind of upsets me. Patches is a character that often betrays the player in every game that he's in. He's a reoccurring character in FromSoft titles. And he has a lot of good uses insofar as he's usually a salesman of really useful items. And he's also got a really good handle on people. He normally gives you accurate information about other NPCs. But he consistently betrays the player. And it's kind of funny how he would have normally dropped you in that pit. So this is actually a developer message. If you are offline, you can still read that. If you're, because you can break this. They want you to know that you can break this. Don't hit me. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, this is something that most greatswords cannot do, which is attack easily in a narrow space. And because the Claymore is able to do that, that's kind of what makes it arguably one of the best strength weapons. I mean, some people might disagree. Some people might like the damage of other stuff or just the extra benefits of certain weapons, but for my money, attack variety tends to be where I like to go. And so having big slashes in combination with a thrust is kind of amazing. So, hey buddy, you're larger than your friends, like significantly larger. Oh, come on. That is a parry stance, but you can't parry a leaping attack. So basically, if you forward R1 or R2, you just smash them. Nothing to be scared of there. Believe there's going to be another one dropping down. Dark Moon Seance Ring. Pretty cool item. It's a Covenant item. For the Blades of the Dark Moon. And this is actually the necromancer that governs the big old boys that we just fought. Oh, you like that switching who I was locked onto to hit them both? Pretty slick, if I do say so myself. What's the skull lantern weigh? I want to show that off a little bit, but I don't want to... It's half a pound? We can still fast roll. So here's the skull lantern. It gives you much needed illumination in an area like this. We probably should have taken our light sorcery as well. We do have a number of ways to make light. But the skull lantern is just a particularly rare drop, so I wanted to kind of show it off. I feel like that should be a fake wall. I feel like that every single time. And every single time it's not, my heart is broken. This is Tranquil Walk of Peace. This is that miracle that the giants were using to slow me down when I fought them in the forest. So this hole actually doubles back, and you fall quite a bit further back than you were prior. But, again, once you have everything unlocked, it is a pretty quick run back. Just, again, the way this level is designed is pretty smart. They utilize verticality very, very well. I could just drop down there, but I am trying to save my health. And I do want to show off another drop that's actually right over here. Dang it, crystal lizard. So, we're going to show off. Remember how earlier I said there's a way to respawn crystal lizards? And this is that way. So, just load your game back up. Crystal lizard will start where it spawns. Oh, of course not. He doesn't stick around for long a lot of times, but he is there. That's what I get for using a big strength weapon. More green shards. Perfect. We needed those. We didn't need those at all. But we have them now, and there's something to be said about that. See that water coming through there? The water that is right here. So again, just really, really clever use of the verticality. Alright, so let's continue downward. This is the door we just opened, so we're going to go this way. That's where we just rested, so here's where we're headed now. And here's where Patches, I hope, doesn't come and flip the bridge. He didn't flip the bridge. What an asshole. Alright, we're going to heal up. This is another sizable encounter. Nothing crazy by any stretch of the imagination, but a number of skeletons with these floating heads is a recipe for disaster for the unprepared. And I believe... No, I thought one or two more would wake up. Interesting. So there is a fast way down to this part. You see that here sign. They do mean that. There is a much faster way to get down there, and I might show that off. We're going to switch to the Bastard Sword. There is going to be an enemy that is not a skeleton here that we're going to need to take care of. Oh, hello. We can nestle in this coffin, which I find pretty funny, but we're not going to just yet. Ow, jerk. So this is a bit of a difficult fight in this tight corner, to be 100% honest with you. I do not like fighting this Titanite team in here. Yep, case in point, I am dead. Good news is, death counter +1. I do get to show off how to get down here quickly. Alright. We're going to get this Vihander out to deal with that clown. And since we have a lot of the Necromancer's already dead, we can just... just murder the shit out of all these guys. We don't need no stinking fireballs. Nice jump. I'll hold out our shield though. Urgh. Oh god. Smashed him. Nice. Okay, so... actually, this is a little different because I have that, but you would normally come up here and drop down right there. You go, yeah. There is something to get if you kind of speed run down here. And I might show that off at some point. Alright, dickhead, round 2. Urgh. That's the damage I want to see. Oh, I missed. This is the danger of large weaponry. Staggered him. He said, wait a second, you're not supposed to hit that hard. I just fought you, and you didn't deal 400 damage a swing. That felt pretty good. I'm going to be honest, that was necessary. That is revengeance. Alright, we're going to switch back to the Bastard Sword so that we can fast roll. And there's the Eyes of Death. We actually got a few of those. Actually, we're going to the Claymore. We actually got a few of those Eyes of Death from the Curse guys. And it is because we have Eyes of Death in our inventory that we can do this. Just wait. We're just taking a nap ski. It's fine. Not a big deal. Just taking a little snooze. Nothing wrong with this. I don't see any issues. I'm going to use this opportunity for a little AMA. If you have any questions, you probably don't. Not that interesting. Oh, little cutscene. Okay, just taking a snooze. Why is your dick so big? Nature. I can't help it. And I ate all my vegetables growing up. That's a lie. I didn't. Stay away from vegetables, kids. Meat makes your dick big. But we got closed up and relocated. So now we actually get a little preview of an area that we will be coming to later in the game. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Grave Lord Nito. And we have opted, we're not going to enter this covenant. Actually, I kind of want to. Because if we enter this covenant, we get a sword. It doesn't really help us much. Hold on. I'm actually going to look up because we did something with the Chaos Servants that's actually important. And with the new, with the remastered edition, you can switch covenants back and forth. So I want to see if that gift that I gave had reset. Because it is more important to me to maintain that 30 humanity. Do covenants reset? Do not reset. Okay. Got it. So we're not going to join just yet. But... oh, shit. How many humanities do I have? 0. Oh, I've got 7 soft humanity. That's it. No, we're not going to join just yet. You can join, and he gives you the Gravelord Greatsword. I know what you're thinking, but Jacob is a strength character. It's a great sword. Why aren't you doing it? It's not very good. It's not a very good sword. It's good for what it is. It's only really good if you get it like super early in the game. I don't think it scales all that well. It has like toxic buildup, but only on 1 attack. It's not amazing. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. And I don't want to give up the... basically, from what I saw, your progress gets cut in half. We gave 30 humanity, so that's 15 humanity we'd be losing so that we can get a sword we're not going to use. Not super worth it. Alright, back in the catacombs. We have our Divine Claymore out, so we're ready to fight more skeletons. Because obviously that's what we're going to be fighting. Let's check around this. I don't see anything. I was wondering if there's a way... oh, hey, there they are. I was wondering when you guys are going to notice me. Bye. Bye. There's a couple you can... you fall through those, but you can kind of step and roll real quick to bait it out. For obvious reasons, you want to get down there normally, just so that you don't take a bunch of damage and then are right in the middle of all these enemies. Oh, hey there, big guy. Oh, goodness. You. Man, I am glad he's dead. This camera. Black Knight Great Axe, let's go. So yeah, if you're like, man, this encounter seems like it sucks, that's because it sucks. God damn it. Why would you wait till I shot to shoot? Ugh. There we go. I threw one, and that skeleton's dead. Yeah, now it's your turn, dick. Oh, I didn't kill him with the, I didn't kill him with a divine weapon. So that's a great, I mean, that's a great case study. Kill him with magic, doesn't matter. He has to die to a divine weapon to stay dead. It's just them's the breaks. So this is the most terrifying enemy in this entire game. And there's like a dozen of them down here. You hear that grinding. That is the one and only bone wheel skeleton. Whoopee. They suck. They're like... We're going to change up some equipment to deal with them. We need stability, and we need a lot of it. Do we have some big dude armor? We do have some big dude armor. Alright, so what's our weight look like? Alright, we're going to put on Havels so that we can move a little bit. And get out that Zweihander. That's a fat roll if I've ever seen it. But I'll tell you what we can do. We can tank physical defense like it's our goddamn job. Which ironically enough it is with this build. So we're just gonna be like, sup, bone wheels? It's your boy. So yeah. Definitely a little more feasible. Am I still gonna fat roll if I have on the Ring of the Evil Eye? Yeah. He fell through the world. Alright, bye, dude. Oh, God. It's just not a good way to get away from danger when you're in this suit of armor. Tight spot ahead. Yep, it's because there's a bunch of bone wheels. I'll tell you what, this is pretty damn cathartic. Just taking care of bone wheels this way. If you played Dark Souls, you've died to bone wheels. Because they suck. They suck, and I'm talking big time. Blurp. Did he throw the wheel at me in death? It's a real dick move. Alright, so we're going to make sure that we have all these bone wheels taken care of before we switch our armor back. We are at the boss of this area. And if you're wondering if we're going to fight him with 2 Estus, the answer is yes. Because this boss is easy as shit. So the gold hem, it weighs 1.2. What was I wearing? Black leather, 1.8. Let's go. Let's try this. Let's try to dip down to this and see what we can get away with equipment-wise. Yeah, Grass Crest. Yeah. Fast roll. Not even close. Target shield. Fast roll. Damn it. Okay, whatever. We're going back to Grass Crest. So this boss, the crazy thing is this boss is balanced around fighting him early in the game. The wild part is his area is not. The area you come across him in is actually difficult and requires you to have some gear. Unless you want to just absolutely run through it. This boss, however, not balanced around you being that powerful. This is the case of a very, very easy boss at the end of a very, very hard area. Excuse me, sir. Blurp. 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 Pinwheel get. And that's called a strength playthrough. Mask of the Mother, Homeward Bone. So every time you kill him, or rather the time you kill him, you get a choice of, rather not a choice, you get one of three hats. Mask of the Mother, Mask of the Father, Mask of the Child. Mask of the Mother raises your HP. Mask of the Father increases your quip load. And I don't recall what Mask of the Child does. I think it increases the souls you get. Maybe. No, I don't believe. I'm not sure, actually, to be honest with you. I don't want to give you bad info. Let's get this out and go, yo, what the hell? Good luck. No, we have a lantern. We're fine. I want to get that, though. So this is actually the Tomb of the Giants. We cannot go much further until we, yeah. See those eyes down there? They're not happy that we're here. We can't actually go much further in this area. Better not give you bad info. I will try my best, I promise. I'd rather give you no info than bad info. So we're actually going to use that Homeward Bone that we just received from this boss and dip out of here. First, we're going to level up. 2 more endurance. Come on, Zweihander and fast roll. Yeah! Dang it. Soul items. We're using 1. Because we're so close to leveling again. Ready, set, fast roll. Come on. I could definitely do it with Havels, but I don't want to. Whatever. We will... Actually, we're not going to be doing a ton more damage anyway. Because the enemies are still going to be 2 hits to kill. So we're just going to use our Bastard Sword and fast roll. If you'll notice, again, even the Divine Weapons, which are good against skeletons, do less damage per light attack than this Bastard Sword. And it's exclusively because the Bastard Sword is a single damage type. I mean, I know I've kind of beat that dead horse directly into the dirt, but that single damage type will do wonders when compared to... Oh, God. This encounter is awkward. This is the best sight in the game right here. Normally, you don't come down here until much later, and you already have the ability to teleport out. But just seeing the sunset and the trees and stuff. I was going to say stuff that isn't skeletons, but not yet. Knowing that you're about to see stuff that isn't skeletons, it really is magical. Isn't this magical? Ready, set, make the jump. Oh no. I don't actually think you can make that jump, for what it's worth, but I try all the time. Okay. Yeah, so where are we at? So magic we do have... we have Cast Light and Remedy. Okay. Those are our sorceries. Alright, so I guess we are in Orlando bound. What we're going to do is we're going to spend... Oh, we need to reverse hollowing first. Fine. We're going to spend 3 humanity to reverse hollowing and kindle this 2 more times. The rite of kindling that we just got from killing Pinwheel allows us to kindle this bonfire, which means we get more Estus flasks. The maximum that you can get is 20, and we're going to do that here. So if we ever need a ton of healing, you just come back to Firelink, and this huge-ass bonfire will help you out. What do you got to say? No, he's still pretty neutral, or rather, he's still pretty upset that his the lady that was there has left and not returned. So we're going to Sen's Fortress. Sen's Fortress is... It's not the most difficult combat-wise. What I mean by that is it's an area that's kind of defined by the multitude of traps that it has. There are a few combat encounters here and there. Some of them more difficult than others, but generally speaking, a lot of the difficulty comes from just traversal of the area. You'll see it pretty quickly that that's the theme of the area, is traps. And also, like clockwork, this gate is open. That was what that giant, when we rang the second bell, when that giant pulled that giant chain and opened this gate, this is the gate he opened. So first and foremost, we're going to get a little bit of an encounter here. I'm avoiding that area in the floor intentionally. See that little crack in the stairs? Step on it. Boom, boom, boom. And you get shot with darts. Wow. Okay, I forgot how slow their attacks are. Oh, shit. Good thing I rested right here. That's okay, because I honestly did not want to be human here. Oh, yeah. That's a death for sure. This is an enemy I obviously do not often parry. So I need to practice that. So that's what we're going to be doing with these next 2 enemies. These are going to be parry dummies. I'd like for this trap to kill one of them so I can just parry the other, but we'll see how that goes. Ow, dick. Okay. I can't parry your face. God, they just take so long for their attacks. Alright, can I kill one of you, please? Thank you. Oh my god, I gotta get this timing down. This whole area is full of these snake things, so... I gotta get that timing down in a big way. Good news that... Oh. Man Serpent Greatsword. So this is actually one of the best strength weapons in the game. It's heavy as all hell. But a lot of people, this is like their go-to strength weapon. Blur. It's a pretty cool sword. But it's not what we're here for today. We're here for the Zweihanda. Because how many Handas do you need to wield it? Zwei. Well, hold on. My dog has something in her mouth that she shouldn't. Lilith Faye. Chew on one of your toys, butthead. You have toys all over the place. There's no dog out there that has so many toys yet still insists on chewing on stuff she shouldn't. All right. Uncle Charlie was looking out for you. Alright, Soul of a Brave Warrior. So we're just going to keep moving through here. This is kind of a slow progress area, honestly. As you can tell. Not a huge amount of enemies, just placed in such a way that would make you hate this area, as many do. Blurt. And then step on that. Boom, boom, boom. You think you're out of the woods. This is Sen's Fortress. You're never out of the woods. 2 large Titanite shards. The game's way of saying, hey, you should probably upgrade if you haven't. So this is an interesting area. So you can break this wall by reconfiguring one of the traps up here to get a giant ball to roll down here. There's another way to do this. If you wake this guy up. Hey, get up. There we go. So as he deflects off of a weapon, or off of a block, he basically has an unlimited stagger value on the recoil of his attack. The reason that is the case is they never want you to stagger off of something and then stagger back. So if he is recoiling off of a block and his sword contacts this wall, it will shatter it. That's not intended, but it is such that it's been kept because it's kind of hilarious. There's the Master Key. Soul of a Hero. That's a big time find. It's just a lot of souls. Is this a lift? This isn't a lift. You can get in these cages. This, Mr. Big Hat Logan. So obviously we're gonna release him using our Master Key. He's very grateful. He's a very, very powerful sorcerer. He's like the sorcerer, right? Like he's unbelievably powerful. It's like if you're a fledgling wizard and you just randomly met, like, Merlin or something. That's who we just rescued. Hey. That was how we were supposed to break that wall. Blurg. No, thank you. We're actually going to run down here and loop around. So there's a few snakes that didn't do so hot with the ball. Obviously. So this is the guy. This guy actually was up against the gate, and we opened the gate and he got in here, but he's not fast enough to run up this ramp without getting smashed by a ball. He says, I could try some rolling. Oh no, that would never work. He kind of mocks the player for rolling to get to places. Okay. Oh. Well, that's taken care of. So again, chain backwards. This is a safe chest. Ring of Steel Protection. This is a very, very powerful ring. A very powerful ring. It gives you a lot of physical armor. This allows you to wear light armor, yet still enjoy all the benefits of a lot of physical protection. So we're probably going to downsize our armor and wear... Oh, I guess that lizard, or I guess that snake finally died. So we actually might downsize our armor a little bit. What does the Ring of Steel Protection give us? Yeah, like 50 of all protections. It's actually really, really powerful. This weighs 1.4. Wander is also 1.4. Gold Hemmed is 3.5. Wander is also 3.5. Wow, this is actually pretty light armor. 1, 2. I thought this was a little heavier. I guess I was wrong. Whatever, we're still going to use the Ring of Steel Protection. Excuse me. And that's going to allow us to be particularly stout against physical damage threats, of which there are many. All right. Step up here. Again, you see this. That guy's already aggroed. So you want to let him walk on that pressure plate. Oh, he doesn't even trigger it. Yes! Get parried, dickhead. One shot. So this is the run. We're going to switch to a weapon we can fast roll wearing. Ready, set, go. Can we do it? Can we do it? Yes, we can. You can barely get away with that. But switch this guy over a little bit. Because there is something we want to take care of. There is something we want to do with these. Oh, that we've already done. We don't need to do that anymore. Let me see if... Is this going to switch? Hold on, I think this might switch. No, it won't. Just kidding. That's kind of one of the traps, is that it occasionally will switch. All right, so we are going to do like a little optional area. I don't know why that guy's running away. I mean, probably because he knows I'm here to murder him, but I guess, yeah, you do you. Alright, so we're going to have to equip the rusted iron ring down here, because this area sucks, and it's another area where you travel really slowly and it's just goopy, shitty water. Plunging attack. Damn, I did hit him though. That's not the way to do that area, by the way. That's just the way I tried to do it. Oh, shit. That's alright, because the way we do need to do that area is actually relatively close to the beginning. So we're okay. Believe it or not, we're okay. That was not a terrible death. It might be, depending on where my souls land, or end up, but... Blur. Boom. Smacked. Okay, I'm getting this. I'm getting these parries down now. What's funny is that this guy was supposed to be here last time, but I guess one of these traps, as it is often wont to do, knocked him off. Oh, man. Okay, cool. So this is how you're supposed to get down there. Ow, ow, okay, we're gonna do this over here. And you just kind of have to circle these guys. Whew. Okay. There we go. See? Easy peasy. That wasn't at all terrifying. We just drop down right here to another not terrifying at all location. And this is actually where we dropped down to try to kill this guy, and we failed. On account of gravity. Arrgh. Get him. Nice. There's a scythe. There's a demon titanite. There's a soul of brave warrior. Where's my souls? So if my souls are like halfway down, then it's going to be really difficult, if not impossible, for me to get them. But if they're up there, then we can do that. We can retrieve them. Either way, it will be a Colossus-sized pain in the ass. But it is doable. Blur. I mean, big swords are pretty fun, I'm gonna be honest. This is a pretty good time. So, this is actually an area that I didn't realize you could go to for the longest time. My first playthrough, I never found it. I just never really came down here. And I was like, oh, cool, an item. And this is probably where my souls are now that I'm thinking of... No, it's not. No, it's not. But I was like, oh, I didn't realize you could just do this. I don't know, for some reason, although it looks obvious now, I think I just never came down here. Because just the first time I was just so concerned with getting through it and not dying, that I wasn't concerned much with everything, like finding everything. This is a big old giant. He's not happy we're here. But we're going to stay here and we're going to murder him because he's being rude. Urgh. Oh, sorry for chopping at your hamstrings. That's just gotta be awful. He just sliced his toe. Murder it. And he drops a Titanite chunk. Really nothing here other than just a cool location. You can see where we fought the Bell Gargoyles, the first boss of the game. That's the first Bell of Awakening. So... pretty cool to come back here. This is Sen's Fortress, and that's actually the bridge we crossed earlier. Really, really cool. Again, I love how they tie all these areas together. Alright, so it's going to drop us off. Right. Oh, here near the start. Okay, so we're just starting over again. Actually, no, we don't need to go down here. We want to climb all the way down and get back to the bottom. Shit, we can't. Because we dropped. So we need to eat some falling damage. Yum, 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 yum. Falling damage. We're gonna heal up. We're gonna fight more of those Titanite demons, and they are a pain. Try Amazing Ring. By Amazing Ring, he means this ring, the ring I'm wearing. Shit, so this is what you don't want to do. You do not want to aggro both of them. Because if you're unaware, there's a second one back there. And he's as much of a pain in the ass as the others, if not more. He's actually a particularly powerful demon Titanite demon, so he is unironically the worst to fight. Ow. Let's see here. Let's just try a thing. I don't actually know if they're vulnerable to poison or not. So we're gonna try. And this is just because I hate fighting them. Ow! Jesus Jones. The range on you. This isn't gonna work. Alright. That's not gonna happen. Let's just try to fight him. We're working him down. Man, this sucks. The other one's walking over here. This is quite literally the exact opposite of what you want to happen in this situation. You really want to fight one of them and then the other. Shit. Damn it. So, 2 bits of bad news. First bit, our first bloodstain is gone forever. Second bit, we didn't even kill one of those big guys. But, all the ones we did kill do stay dead. So, there is some minor consolation. And we're pretty much 100% out of humanity right now. Which is a bit of a problem. But, again, this is a remediable problem. Bye-bye. So the first one, I utilized the trap to kill him. He, ran forth. Hey there, guy. Come here. Damn it. I'm trying to get used to parrying you. Can you not? So here's what we're going to do. Before we go down there, we're going to kill this one up here. Because she caused us so much trouble. We're almost definitely going to have to do Sens in another episode. Or finish Sens in another episode. Because I am getting my ass kicked. Alright, line it up. Face this way. Back step. Smash. Okay, that's fine. We'll take that. That's not nothing. It's only slightly above nothing, but it's not nothing. Hey. Boom. Chase them down there. They dead. Lego. Okay. Maybe we can run through and kill the smaller one. So I think the one behind him is smaller. Oh. It looked good on paper. There's a reason I normally don't come down here. I need to because Demon Titanites are very rare and they're good and they upgrade cool weapons with them, but like, man, I don't like doing it. Bye-bye. Oh my god, you can parry that? That's amazing. I'm the best. Hey, stop it. God damn it, I just tried to parry him. We're losing it, guys. We're spiraling out of control very quickly. We gotta get down there, though. We gotta kill him. Hold on. We're gonna attune magic. Get rid of combustion. Swap it out for poison mist. Why poison mist, you ask? Don't worry about it, okay? Chill out. Good news about this is now we have nothing to lose. So the pressure's off. Not like we had a lot to lose earlier, but, you know, now it's actually nothing. Hey, can one of you come in the middle, please? Yeah, of course I get the first parry on you. Watch, I'm going to parry this guy perfectly, too. Well, that's... I don't know if I'm happy to see that or not. I always hit that trap because there was one time that I was doing sends and I had gotten really far and I didn't have enough resources to make it through, but I had acquired a lot of stuff and I just kept pushing the envelope. I kept going a little further, one more enemy, one more floor, and I just did really well, right? And I had a ton of stuff, but no Estus, no health. It was just a situation where I just needed to go. And I had apparently avoided that trap. And so by the time that I was ready to leave, I was running and not even really considering that maybe the first trap in the dungeon hadn't been triggered yet. Needless to say, it had not. And it shot me in the back and I died. That's the end of the tale. I mean, I was very close to where I was going to respawn anyway. I got my stuff back. This isn't like a horror story or anything, but it definitely happened. Okay, so we're going to do this again. How we did it last time was effective. Okay, okay, this is good. Keeps... There we go, there we go. I'll take one lightning bolt. For the cost of all of their lives, one lightning bolt's a small price to pay. Hold on, my dog's kind of freaking out a little bit. We're in a safe spot. I'm going to see what's going on with her. Everything's fine. The family was just outside and she wanted to go. That's nothing significant. So we're going to try Poison Mist. Oh my god, we're dead. Does he even get poisoned? It doesn't look like it. He just one-shot us. What the hell? That was the strat. I was going to poison him. I want to kill them. Like, we're going to kill them. So, you know, I'm sorry if this becomes lame very quickly. I'm probably not geared to the best of my ability for this fight, in all honesty. But it is what it is. And I've already committed to this bad decision. Grief ahead indeed. Okay. Could I just go through Sens normally? Yeah, I could. Is this a side area that I really don't need to worry about? Also, yes. Is it about pride now? A third time, yes. Boom. But I have ironed this process out to be pretty efficient. Oh, that's a big time problem. Oh, that was supposed to be a backstab. Jesus Christ. We're spiraling. We are spiraling big time. We've gained 5 deaths in an area that I did not anticipate dying in once. Oh, goodness. I had 20 Estus. I thought I was just going to knock out Sens in one shot. Not with the Titanite demons. Not with this obnoxious drop. Come on, guys. And they chase you too, so if I recall correctly... Ow, dick. If I recall correctly, running through them is not super viable either. On a positive note, we're getting plenty of opportunity to practice parrying these snakes. So there is that. All right. Wait, what if I do one of these guys? He dodged it. That must mean he viewed it as a threat. Not quite sure why. It apparently does 0 damage. Oh, this sucks. Alright, let's longbow. They're snakes. They're not going to get poisoned. We're going to get through this part. This is rough. As you can tell, it's been a very long while since I've done the Bottom of Sins. We're going to do a couple. I mean, we have little to no dexterity, so our bow's not doing a lot of damage. But it's the thought that counts. Oh, we can't aim low enough. Shit. Okay. It's not nothing. There's a backstab. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this is good because we've Brought him to a spot where he's pissed, but the guy behind him isn't pissed. Okay, hold. Okay, that lingering hitbox is OP. Not gonna fuck with that grab attack again. Nope, come this way. Man, the lingering hitboxes are wild on this guy. Ow, okay, that hurt. Okay, we're making progress. No, nope, no, nope, nope, no, nope. Okay, okay, we're good, we're good. Yes, yes, Y-E-S. One is down, and now the other one's like, hey, you killed my buddy. I just noticed that you guys were fighting over there. I can't see. Have you noticed I have no eyes? My sword went through your body, sir. I'd like to speak to your manager. Fucking ow. Why don't you come on out in like the middle of the room, sir? I believe that's where we should do battle. Back in the middle, sir. Please stop hugging a wall. That's not how you do it. This is a duel. You don't pussyfoot around up against the wall. Haha. We're gonna use an opportunity to heal. He's gonna throw a lightning bolt, probably. No. Let's try throwing a fireball. Yoink. Have that. You live in oil. This should hurt, right? It actually does a little bit. It's about as fast as my greatsword hit and doesn't hit nearly as hard. So we're not going to do it anymore. But it is cool. Two big hits. Three big hits. Yo, that's a big combo. R2, R2, R2. That's the strength sword combo. No, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, so there's just one left. Oh, that's infuriating. I don't actually know how I died. God damn it. God damn it. That's alright. That's alright. So, you need to, when you're playing a game like this goes to illustrate a point. There are two ways to play a Souls game, or a game like this. I'm not going to say specifically a Souls game. A difficult game like this. There are two ways to go about it. Okay? You can either just run through and kill nothing, or you can take your time and methodically draw out and kill everything. Those are the two successful ways to play Souls. Where you die is when you try to do the stuff in the middle. When you try to just kind of move quickly and, you know, maybe kill an enemy here or there, or maybe you're running and you stop to get a cool backstab or something. You know, that's where you find yourself in trouble. When you're not committed to a play style. I actually might just die. Okay, we're good. So with that in mind, you also have to consider that when you do die, and I say when because it is an inevitability, when you die, it's very easy to get frustrated. It's very easy to want to just run back to where you were and just kind of forget that death happened. You just be like, oh, fuck it, I just want to get back there. It's very easy to do that. The Flimberga it's like a great sword that scales with dex, but it causes bleed. I was just going to kind of mention it. I don't love it, but it's not bad. Anyway, so you will die without fail. You will die often and a lot. Oh my god, the lingering hitbox on that move is dog shit. What you need to not do is let it affect your gameplay. Like, get salty about it. Because, you know, they say never get attached to your souls because you're gonna lose them. That was stupid. You're gonna lose your souls 100% of the time. Never, you know, don't get attached to them. But I mean, it's oh, stupid tail. Yeah, don't get attached to your souls. You're definitely going to lose them. And if you get frustrated to the point to where your gameplay is affected, don't, you know, take a break. Do a different area. Maybe, honestly, I find it somewhat cathartic in games like Bloodborne when I'm salty and I'm this is Bloodborne specific therapy. But when I'm getting kind of salty and I just want to beat the shit out of something in the game, I go back to the first area and I just do a few runs, absolutely demolishing everything that moves and farming blood vials. Because in that game you have to farm, and that's the worst part about that game. But, you know, if you're using it like double dipping on, you know, taking out frustration on these enemies while simultaneously doing a task, you know, you can kind of double dip that. But the thing is, that's when these games punish you. Is when you don't learn from your mistake. Yo, see, and we get rewarded, ladies and gentlemen. The Titanite catch pull. That's a very rare drop, and I'm excited to have one. I did it. Yes, exactly. This is a difficult area. So, back to what I was saying. This game doesn't reward you for being good. It doesn't reward you for being fast or whatever. It rewards you for learning. And what I mean by that is, if you die and come back to where you were and you're not salty and you take everything you learned and you improve, you will be stronger for it than if you beat it the first time. This is a unique gameplay structure that allows you to actually improve by dying. Alright, cool. So now we've died, and now we've improved, because now we're in Sense Fortress with 15,000 souls, which we didn't have before. Now, admittedly, we're down a few humanity, which is a hard pill to swallow, but of all the problems to have, that's a minor one. Is this where the rocks are coming down here? Interesting. So I assume they're not coming down here? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Boom, riposte. Is the lightning snake back there? Nice. Alright. Oh shit. This is bad. So if you run all the way to the bottom, a couple interesting things happen. If they go down this hole, what you may or may not realize is this hole will fill. And you're thinking, what's so interesting about a hole being full of rocks? Well, you'll see momentarily. There, it's full. And let's wait for one more. Boosh. We have ourselves a hidden little chamber with an item. Covetous Gold Serpent Ring, the farming ring. Covetous Gold Serpent Ring gives you higher item drops, so it's really good for finding rare items. So, I've mentioned before, every time I open a chest, I say, oh hey, this is the thing. This is the chain to look out. So notice, this chain is towards the player, not away, and get real tight up into that chest. Let's get a good look at it. That son of a bitch is breathing. I'm going to show you a trick real quick. If you don't want to kill the mimic and you just want the item inside of it, take a Lloyd's talisman. Hit him with one of those. It puts him straight to sleep. You can grab the item out of him, and he'll be none the wiser. This also, conveniently enough, works if you are if you're fighting him, believe it or not, and he just is being an asshole. And you just want to put him to sleep, you can pop him with a Lloyd's Talisman while he's awake. And he'll just go back into his chest form and curl up into a ball and fall back to sleep. A very convenient way to deal with that enemy. I have no idea if we're going to be able to get up here. I actually would venture to say not. Wow, we really did this the worst possible way, didn't we? As soon as I like got caught up on those rocks, I was like, yeah, we're gonna die 100%. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Nice. So again, we went down, so we got those items, so that's pretty cool. We're slowly but surely doing everything that we need to do with that rock trap. I'm going to run past these guys and see how that works out for me. Mid-roll is disgusting. And that's a quick first-time parry. Oh, they're getting knocked off the thing by the traps. You guys suck. It's always fun to use the traps against the enemies. It really is. Oh god, I just barely missed that. Amazing. Okay, so we now have everything we need from this ball trap. So we're going to scoot this over. And there is actually a reason that the ball trap keeps moving to attack us. And we're going to deal with that as well. Bright spot. Yeah, that's a good point. It is rather bright here. Ba-boom. He gone. This is, yeah, a place we could have gone earlier. I would advise against it, though. We're getting them. We're getting the parries. Oh, it's a grab attack. Man, I'm so used to playing this game as a fast character. Playing strength is a far cry from what I'm used to doing, so you'll have to forgive my mediocre at best gameplay sometimes. Oh, nope, don't want to mess with that guy. So this trap is pretty cool. It's a dart trap over there. The reason it's cool is it's got 2 triggers. So they're at the point now where the player is looking for the triggers. They're going, okay, I've seen that trap before. I'm no novice to traps. I've been in Sen's Fortress for a while. But just as soon as the player's looking for it, they subvert expectations. And the toggle actually goes back and forth. So that trap stays forever active, which is kind of wild. So yeah, that's a big monster. A giant that's throwing fire urns. So one thing to note is that there is a hidden bonfire in Sen's Fortress right here. And whether or not you know about this bonfire drastically changes your opinion of Sen's Fortress. Alright, we're going to play a game called Can We Fast Roll? We cannot. We need to come up with a solution for this. Do we have any lighter anythings? Black leather gloves. Shadow gauntlets are heavier. What about shadow garb is lighter? Okay, so we know that we can do that, but that looks dumb, so we're not going to do that. Point 4, shadow mask. Also dumb looking, but not able to fast roll. If we go full shadow, and then we go ring of steel, we can obviously fast roll, and we're a ninja with a greatsword. But that also looks pretty dumb. And if you aren't aware, Fashion Souls is best souls. So what we're going to do, we're going to equip Havels, and we're going to fast roll with all this stuff. It's going to be awesome. Alright guys, so here's where we're at. I assume endurance is going to be our next goal. We'll probably just get endurance to 40, honestly, and then work on strength and bring dex up to 20, just so that we're not gated out of weapons, and then work on vitality and maybe some attunement for some magics. Yeah, I apologize for the end of this. It got kind of dicey near the end. Did a lot more dying than I would have liked. Oh, wait, we do have a little thrust on this Vihander. It's just a rolling attack. That's pretty neat. Alright, guys. My name is Jacob, otherwise known as JayJax. This has been Dark Souls 1. Yeah, we're going to make more progress next time. We didn't need to die so much. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great evening.